Hello. So welcome back to our YouTube channel from Double J Engineering. So in today's video we're going to take you through some of the tabs and some of the panels on the top and on the left hand side. So in here we are going, so you've got File, Modify, Edit, View, Video, Auxiliary, Settings and Help. Along the top panel you have on the left to right, so this is the display rendering window. So obviously once you finish your part at the end, this will display what you're about to cut out. The next tab along is your DXF input tab. So obviously if you've got a DXF you input it there. You've got your open file tab, your save as, your undo, redo, erase, redraw all windows. These are your auto scale, your half scales and that. You've got your pan, your layer settings, your trim tools in the middle here. You have your one window, two windows. That's one window, that's two windows. You've got entry information, measure between 2 points. You zoom backwards and forwards. And then here on the left hand panel, we have got the figure configuration creations and we got the machine settings. So here we have obviously your line, your dot, your circles, your different shapes really. And then obviously you got your horizontal, vertical lines, your tangent circles to an angle. You got passing through 2 points, perpendicular bisector of 2 points, passing through a point of a parallel to a line, passing through a point of a vertical to a line, passing through a point to a tangent to a circle. So you get my gist. These are sort of like your, if you want to use to draw the stuff. So now we move on to the machine instructions here. So obviously on the first tab is your setup of the machine. So obviously my machine's already set up, so obviously here is where you find your machine to what one you have. This is your wire diameter, so obviously your working material. So obviously you got D2, A2, you got tool steel 01, EN49A 0145 carbon steel, tungsten carbide, copper, graphite, aluminium, NAK, P20 and stainless steel. This is you got 3 options on your nozzle gaps: closed, 2 sides open and 1 side open. These are your G10 outputs, so obviously I have them all set on, ticked. You got your clearances at the bottom. These are all your functions that go over to your machine as well. So your AI control corner, your auto feed rate, your automatic wire feed, and so on. You get my sort of gist. You know, these are sort of the outputs that go onto your programs. So the next one is obviously selecting the machine figure. So if you had a figure here, obviously you'd select your machine figure in the middle. These are your cutting conditions, so obviously how fast you want to do it depending on the material that you got. Then you specify your cutting method, so obviously if you're cutting out as a punch or you're cutting a die, etc. That's to edit the cutting definition. And then obviously edit, undo. This is where you would save it, and then obviously you go and it would all be there. You save and then you then obviously